Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today I'm going to take you inside my pottery shed, which is in my backyard. It's actually my kids' old playhouse, and they haven't used it in years, and actually they're all gone off to college and their apartments, so this is space that nobody was really using. So I thought it would be a great spot to work on pottery and ceramics during the warmer months. So without further ado, let's go inside and see how I set it up. All right. Okay, so this is real. I haven't cleaned up or anything because I think it's really important just to kind of show you how it is and what I have. And right here I've got my apron. This actually came with the pottery wheel that was from VEVOR, and I will link that up. And actually they're giving me a discount code to share in case you're interested in that. I've got this bucket here where I broke one of my pots when I was trimming it, so I just threw it in there. That's where I'll put dried clay to reclaim. This bucket did have water in it. It was full, but I decided to dump it out because I figured that that's too much water. I'm going to go with a smaller bucket for when I dump out the tray. The tray comes apart so that you can dump water out of it, or you can dump shavings out of it. I was cleaning it up every time I used it, but I think that's overkill, especially from what I've seen. I've got a little bucket of water there for while I'm working on the wheel. It's just a cat treat box, and I put a mirror. Hello! I put a mirror there. Oh, I probably should have cleaned that. Like, it's got clay splattered on it. But the reason I have that is because when I'm working on the wheel, then I can see the sides of my vase while I am, or mug or bowl or whatever. So I can see the sides to see if it looks wonky or if it looks straight or whatnot. So it's really handy to have a mirror there. It's just sitting on an old plant pot, and it was a mirror I had around the house. And pretty much everything here is stuff that I had. I didn't go out and buy anything special except for clay. I had to buy clay. I did put a few nails here and there to hang things on. Those are my headphones, which I usually, honestly, I can't, I'm so new at it, I can't be distracted. I need to just focus on the clay. So I had those on one day and I just hung them up there. There's a little food scale where if I was trying to make mugs of the same size, so I use that food scale to weigh out like a pound of clay, just so I'm starting with the same thing and eliminating the variable. This is for like putting clay in that is kind of tired and waterlogged, so I can let it dry and wedge it. This is fresh clay. That's a 25-pound bag. I bought a 50-pound box, and I've worked through one 25-pound bag already, and I've got my little clay cutter there. And I cut the flaps off the box because I figured that might be handy for putting pieces on if I need to, like just to set them somewhere to dry. And this is my slip bucket. I'm using the lettuce containers, like if you get salad mix at the grocery store, they come in these plastic containers with lids, so I'm using those. I'm recycling those, so that's all slip, which is like really wet clay that you can use to attach things like handles to mugs, for instance. I've got my ribs, and these are actually from the Dollar Tree. I got some ribs here and the sponge, and then I stuck a pool noodle on the edge of this toy box. The toy box has my badminton gear and other sporty things that I have, kind of shed stuff, I should say, bike helmets, that sort of thing. And I just put this pool noodle, I sliced a slice down, I cut like a slot, what would you call it, like a slot along the edge, and I just set that on the edge of the toy box, and I stuck my pointy, like my potter's needle and different tools in there. So when I'm sitting here in this little stool, when I'm sitting here and throwing on the wheel, I can just easily grab those tools. And I have a bunch of just canvas scraps that I've sewn, that I've hemmed for, like here I've got some clay that's kind of drying out. It was tired wet clay. I need to wedge it, but I just have it kind of sitting between those pieces of canvas so they don't dry out too much before I get to wedge it, just to have it, you know, just to kind of let it dry out a little bit so I can wedge it. And there's a few pots and a plate that's drying, and then these are all drying and trimmed and ready to be fired. And that's pretty much it. This is a wallpaper bucket, and I always have that in here. I actually bathe the dog in that because she hates to be inside in the tub, but it's also handy if I'm making paper or doing any really big messy artwork, so I always have that. I've had that out here for ages. Got an extra piece of plywood there for if I need to carry a bunch of pots somewhere. And yeah, this is pretty much it. I've got an old towel for wiping my hands off. I usually just hose it down, wring it out, and hang it outside to dry. yeah, there's a variety of different hooks and things if I need to hang stuff up, but it's pretty simple. I didn't want to have too much stuff out here because this is temporary. It's going to be too cold very soon and I'll need to move it inside, but there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this look into my pottery studio. Maybe I will do some clips of making some pots so you can see that. And yeah, otherwise, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Where's my thumb? There it is. I'm not used to vlogging, guys. All right, I'm going to attempt to make a pot on the wheel on camera. This is not a tutorial. There are way better tutorials to find on YouTube for this, but I figured I'd show you how this wheel works in case you are curious, and I just realized I need to plug it in. The first rule of Pottery Club, plug in your pottery wheel, and now I have the door open again, so I've got this huge bright streak on my arm. Oh, see, there are professionals that do this on YouTube. I'm not one of them. I'm a novice. So let's see, is that plugged in? Yes, all right. So I'm going to grab some clay from that bag. I got some already portioned out, so I'm just going to grab a chunk of it. So this is fresh from the, I'll take my ring off too. I am so not prepared. So this is fresh from the block, so it's already wedged and ready to go. But after you've used it, if it doesn't come out, then you will need to re-wedge your clay. Again, I am not a pottery channel. This is just for your entertainment. Go find a real pottery teacher. So I'm just going to bang this into a ball. Let me move this view down. So hopefully my camera, it's windy today. I hope there's no big gust of wind anyway. Alright, I'm going to smack that sucker down. Oh, in the middle of the wheel or so. I've been doing this and this thing is held up, so I've only had it for a couple weeks, so whatever you want to say, because we're going to get this going. It is not centered. Look at that wobbling around. Centering is difficult. I've always had trouble with it. I think it's pretty typical. The key is to move your hand, not move your hand, keep your hand still. And like I said, I'm not a professional. This is a hobby. And I'm not claiming to be a professional. And my hand is still moving. It's getting there. Trying to not let my hands move. It's hard when you have skiddy arms. Okay, I think this is actually not too bad. I don't know why I'm so froggy. I just filmed SatChat, so. Alright, you know what? That feels pretty good. Oh, the camera gods have smiled upon me. Alright, so. I'm just going to open her up here. Feeling a little drag, or put a little water in there. And I'm right-handed, so I'm sure my hand is in the way, but I really don't have another way to film. That window has a screen in it, so. Alright, my goal is to make a mug. I have had a lot of mug attempts that have not been very productive. Opening up the bottom here, making sure my bottom is as big as I want it. Alright, I'm going to pull up the side. Some water on both sides of the clay there. I have the best luck when I put it kind of in my hand and slide it up the side. People do it differently though. Ooh, I'm feeling a wobble. My hands are too dry. This clay, I just went to the ceramic shop and I asked them to recommend something for a beginner pottery wheel user, and I wanted to be able to make like mugs and bowls and stuff to be fired. And so I thought she said this was an earthenware clay, but I think it might be a stoneware clay, because it reminds me of what we used at the senior center when I was teaching there. Just pulling up the sides. I feel a little wobbly. I'm sure my technique is awful compared to like professional experienced people, but I'm doing my best. I'm learning. So I think it's about 3 pulls. It's not as tall or as thin as I want it. I really struggle with this part, the pulling up. And I've got a wobble there, so I'm not super happy with that. But I'm also not concentrating like I should be, because I am trying to talk to a camera. Alright. This isn't really doing anything here. I'm just kind of letting it smooth on my fingers, which isn't really something you need to do. I mean, an experienced potter would have like 3 mugs made by now. Ooh, pretty swirly design. Alright, now I'm going to use a metal rib and just kind of try to squeeze some of the water off the outside of the... I'm going to go on the other side. Kind of get some of that slip off of there. I'm going to scrape it in my slip bucket. And then I think I'll do a sponge on the inside when I bring out all that water. I feel like I need to trim the top. It's going to be pretty short though, but I'm going to try it. It might all fall apart, but ooh, almost. Nice. Ah, shoot, I didn't go all the way through. There we go, just about. Oh. Oh, tragedy. It's tragedy. Good Lord. This one is not going to make it to the to the firing stage. This is hold on. Then again, you know what? Nothing to lose now, so I might as well keep playing with it. That's kind of the fun thing about, like, when you get to there, like, oh, nothing to lose, nothing to lose, so might as well just keep on trying. Because you gotta practice techniques, otherwise, how are you supposed to learn? You won't learn if you don't practice, if you don't try. Actually, you know what? That's not an ugly little pot. I've seen worse. I'm just playing with a foot here. Actually, I like this guy for doing that. Gonna have a little lip on the bottom, which I think is kind of cute. Alright, and now it's time to cut this off. So I'm just going to put some water on the wheel. This is tricky, you know, because everything can fall apart at this stage. So you take your wire tool that you cut the clay with, and then there we go. You're free! You're free, little pot! You are free. Gently, gently. And then when I set it down, it actually will be kind of okay. Ha! We got a pot! It's actually not horrible. And then I'll trim it. Ooh! Oh, you didn't see it, but a bird just landed on my tripod. It was so cute. Well, friends, there you have it. The VEVOR pottery wheel. VEVOR? Viva la VEVOR pottery wheel. I don't know. I'm very covered in clay. Actually, not too bad. I stay pretty clean, and normally I don't have makeup on and a fancy sweater. Fancy. When I'm making pottery, but I just filmed Snapchat, so there you have it. This was fun. I'm really enjoying this. I hope that this gives you a little insight on what I've been up to this last month out in the pottery shed. I'll be moving this down to the basement shortly, probably, because it's going to get cold. But I'm really enjoying it, and I hope you've enjoyed this little sneak peek behind the scenes of what this artist does for a hobby. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up before you go, and I'll have the links in the video description in case you're curious about this, in case you want to buy one. But, you know, honestly, I would recommend that you look at reviews from actual potters that know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. This is a hobby. This is fun for me, but I don't really know what I'm doing. So this isn't a review. This is just, I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying it. But do check out other reviews to see what might be right for you, because I am not a potter. I just play one on YouTube. I don't even. I just do this in my backyard for fun. So don't listen to me, basically. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye!